Hi everyone. This is the unboxing of the Casio FX 991CW. CW stands for Class Whiz. It's an advanced scientific calculator. It's permitted on the AP, SAT, SAT subject, PSAT, NMSQT, and ACT exams. This is the actual size of the calculator when you get the box. Very nice. Let's see. It says right here, textbook display, which I guess is the class whiz program to type in the problem the way it looks. Easy menu functions, okay. And there's a battery in the sun, so it's solar powered. That's nice. And the subjects, general math, pre-algebra, algebra 1 and 2, geometry, trigonometry, statistics, calculus, biology, chemistry, physics, and engineering. Okay, and I only say chemistry because I was a chemistry major a long time ago. And you definitely need a calculator. LCD, high resolution display with 4 gradations. Now that's important because apparently the other calculators, the FX 300ES and the FX 115ES, they tend to not have as good resolution displays as the FX 991CW. We'll find out. And there is differences in terms of the way the button layouts are as well. Special features like a spreadsheet, wow, equation solver, utilities, base and calculations, 47 scientific constants, 40 unit conversions, functions, trigonometric inverse functions, fraction calculations, functions FXGF, FXGX, algebra, calculations with square root and pi symbols, radicals, table functions, complex numbers, ratio calculations, probabilities, permutation combinations, dice coin simulation. I remember that. Statistics, and so forth. There's a website. I think this is the one that it gives you a QR so that you can graph it on your phone or something. I'm not sure. I think that's what I read. And then, of course, a sticker there. High resolution display with 4 gradations. I think that's one of the things about this calculator. So you open it from the bottom. And then the other 2 calculators also came in a box. And it was a foam. This one's not a, I think one of them was a foam. Okay, let's see. What do we got? You got your limited warranty, and you got a very small, very small something. Getting started. Main keys, display keys, selecting a calculator app. What else? Some other things. So not very useful. I guess this is the QR code if you want the startup guide explanation. Okay. Not cool. I mean, it's nice to have a booklet or something as a reference. But to save money, I guess that's the way it is. Textures are very interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay, I've seen it online. I'm not too fancy about the round buttons. Reminds me of an old phone. It's very interesting. I don't remember any calculator that I've had that have round buttons. Okay, so we turn it on. Ooh, nice. Look at that. And you can read it even at this angle that I'm in. That's really nice. Look at that. That's really, really nice. There's calculate, statistics, distribution, spreadsheets, tables, equations, inequalities, complex. Oh, base n to 8, 10, 16. That's nice. Matrix, vectors, ratios, and a math box. I think that's the dice. Nice. So we can go to, let's go back, go home. We can do calculate, execute. Okay. All right. Very nice. That was a little bit dirty. Came that way. I don't know why. Let's clean that up a little bit. Okay. Okay. So let's see. It's really lightweight. All these calculators are lightweight, really. 36 times 6. And I guess execute 216. 6, and then this button right here. 6 to the 36. Execute. 1.03 times 10 to the 28, it looks like. Numbers are a little tiny. Fraction button, right? 8, go down, 9, execute, right? Or let's say 28, and then you have on the bottom, let's say 3, execute. That's reduced. Let's say 16, right, over 3. Execute 3 over 16. Let me see. If you press, is it shift? Shift execute. It gives you a decimal. Shift execute, or just execute 16 over 3. You can see that there's a little line right there that shows you, right? A little line that shows you that 4 is part of A. Okay. Cosine 9, execute, right? Let's see if I can change to, because I haven't read the manual at all. Let's say settings, calculator settings, angle unit. I wonder what that is. There you go. Radians, right? Let's go back to home, calculate, and then do you see pi anywhere? Pi should just be there all the time, right? That's one thing about these new calculators. They're like, oh, you'll find it in catalogs or something, maybe. Probability. Numeric calculations, angles. Oops. Let's go back. Angles, maybe? No, that's not it. Let's see. Again, I'm looking for pi. And it might just be in front of my face, but I just don't see it. And again, I'm only doing this because with my primitive experience with calculators, and that's not really true, you know, how easy it is to get a new system in your mind here. It should be under catalog. The only thing is, where in here would I find it? Engineering symbols. Oh, that's interesting. Scientific constants. Is pi a universal constant? Is pi in here? Nope. Go back. Electromagnetic. Well, you wouldn't think it would be under unit conversions. Other. Maybe other. Here it is. Oh boy. The sign of pi. Do you remember what the sign, and then close it. Do you remember what the sign of pi is? 0. If you go to settings, calculator settings, right? Angle unit, degrees. Okay. execute. Okay, go home, calculate. The sine of pi, right, is 0. Sine of 180, right? Is pi 180? I think it is. See? 0. Okay, that's good. Let's go back to that catalog. Function analysis. Oh, derivatives. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, nice, right? So 2x, let's say, squared, move over, plus 6. Well, 2x squared, right, plus 6, if you took the derivative, 2 goes down, right? And that would be, 2 goes down to 4x to the 1. 4x to the 1. And if you did a, you wanted to know that, take out the, when you take the derivative and you plug in 1, it should be what? Just 2, I think. I get a 4. No, that's right. 2 times 2 is 4. 4x plus 0, right? And then you pop in the 1. It's just going to give you 4. Sorry. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, catalog. Function analysis, huh? Integrations. Ooh, integrate. Integrate ln of x, right? Or no, 1 over x, right? 1 over x. 1 over x. And then from 3 to 4, right? Execute. And it does it for you. Look at that. Wouldn't that have been nice 30 years ago? Catalog. And then summations, logarithms, natural logarithms. That's nice. Let's go back. Probability, percent, factorial, permutations, combinations, random number. Press OK. Execute. It gives me a random number. Shift, execute, gives me the decimal version. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of work. Catalog, numeric calculations, absolute value. Well, let's see. What's the absolute value of 9 take away 10? Should be 1. Catalog, angle, coordinates, degrees, radians, polar, to rectangular. Interesting. Okay. Home, execute catalog. Hyperbolic, trigonometric. Yeah, hyperbolic. Let's go back. There's a back button. Engineering symbols. Milli, micro, nano, pico. Those are also for chemistry too. So, science constants. Universal constants. Coulombs, gravity. H bar. I forget what that is. It's been a while. Electromagnetic constants. Wow, that's nice. Atomic and nuclear constants. I don't know any of those because I didn't take too much physics. Physical chemistry. Physical chemistry? Physical chem. Look at that. Wow. Interesting. Go back. Adopted values. What is that? Oh, atmosphere, it looks like. Go down. Other. T, maybe for time. Okay. So let's go back, I guess, right? Science constant. Unit conversions. Lengths. Mass, velocity, pressure, energy, power, temperature. That's nice. Other. What else? I don't know what that could be. Answer. pi square root -1. That's interesting. And then it goes back up. So that's sort of catalog, isn't it? Let's see. Catalog. Interesting. Functional analysis is where you do these. Let's go back. Let's go home and then execute. Let's go to tools. I guess it's shift tools or just tools. That's to undo, it looks like. Can we get into tools? No. I don't know where that comes from. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out later. There's a lot more. Those variables. Settings. Did we do settings? Calculator settings. System settings. Contrast. Auto power off. 10 minutes or 60 minutes? 10 minutes is fine. Go back. Multi-line font. Normal, small font. Ooh. Should we try small font? Let's go back home. Almost looks the same, but it might look tinier. Let's see. Let's go to settings. System settings. Multi-line font. Let's go to normal. Go back home. 6 times 9. It looks pretty normally the same. I don't even know if that's a word. Reset. Oh, that's nice. Settings. Initialize all. Yes. And it goes back to how it was before. Get started. Oh, that's interesting. It gives you a QR code. Nice. Okay. Well, that gives you an idea. Here's stats. Execute. 1 variable, 2 variable. Nice. Go home. Distribution. Binomial. PD, CD. Normal. PD, CD. Inverse normal. Nice. Poisson. Poisson's PD and CD. Let's go back home. Nice. Here's a spreadsheet. Maybe to do some calculations with that. Tables. Oh, wonder what's the difference between a table and a spreadsheet. Oh, okay, well, I don't know. Go home. An equation. Simple equations. Polynomials. Simple equations. 2 unknowns. Oh, and that looks like a matrix. Okay. Base N. Press normal format. Go back home. Complex. Go probably in the complex mode. Inequalities. Ooh, look at that. AX squared plus BX plus C. AX squared plus BX plus C is greater than 0. Wow, so this is 3, let's say. Enter. 6, enter. 5, enter. Enter. All real numbers. Interesting. Go back home. Matrix. Oh, so here's the matrix. Press tools to define the matrix. Okay. Vectors. Press tools. Where's the tools? Oh, you can finally do tools there. Okay. Go home. Ratios. Interesting. That is interesting. This is the math box. Dice roll. Dice, let's say 6 of them. Can we do 6? No, let's say 3 dice. Attempts. 250. Execute. Confirm. And then same result. Execute. Execute. Oh, it's not. That's good. I thought I was going to throw it 200 and something times. Ah, look at that. It gives you a list. Wow. And the sums. Nice. Go back. Relative frequencies. That's really nice. Look at that. Relative frequencies. Oops, go back. Relative frequencies. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That font might be a little too small. Okay. Let's there is no off, is there? Shift on? No. Okay. I don't see it. Let's see. The cover, yeah. The cover is similar to I think it's similar, very similar. A little hard to do. With the the TI 30X Pro, yeah. See, it has that same mechanism. Rating, DC 1.5. Solar cell battery uses LR 44 times 1. Only one. And there's a screw right there. I guess this is a new thing so children won't choke on the battery. Let's look at the other covers here. Let's see. Interesting. You can see the sizes are about the same. Here's a TI calculator. And if you want to look at something old school, here's a HP 20S that this doesn't have batteries. But look how beautiful that layout is. And the buttons are really nice. Old school. Best calculators. Oh, look at this. This one is the FX 115ES, which is really supposedly a nice calculator for high school and college. While in middle school and below, they say this is a good calculator, right? The FX 300 ES Plus. And this has that natural VPAM. And this one has the Class Wizard, which is this one's an advanced calculator. The one thing that is sad in that, let's say you buy this in middle school, and then this one in high school, and you're like, oh my God, this is a cool calculator, because I know how to do a lot of things. Like let's turn this one on, and let's say I had 365, and I wanted to know the factors, right? You enter it, and then it's over here in fact. So shift fact gives you the prime factorization. This one has it too, right? Yeah, fact, see? Turn it on. 365, nice color, isn't it? This blue. And then you go to shift fact. And then you have the yellow and red, so you know which is yellow and red here as well. This one's gold, and it shows you where the gold buttons are. This one has a catalog and has all the features like buried in there. These you can see out in the front. Like, let's see, can we find pi on this one? Maybe, I think, yeah, there it is, see? Shift, pi, equals. And the pi is over here as well. Consistency in calculator layout, I think, is one of the things that a lot of manufacturers miss. And yes, these are different market segments, and yes, it's possible somebody who's buying a 991 won't have, well, this is a class wizard. There is a older version. I think there's an ES version that probably has the square buttons. I've seen it online. And perhaps then you can say there was consistency. And maybe these natural VPAM ones, the ES Plus will go away and you'll have a class wizard to be replaced. It's possible. But the layouts on these calculators, this one and this one, are beautiful. But then again, I go back to the whole idea of old school, right? The different colors give you the different functions. While the TI-X Pro, I think is my favorite calculator, especially my favorite calculator that I can afford. Well, actually, all these are affordable. Even this old one is. If you look at this one, it has the same screen real estate. It has a lot of features. A lot. It's very, very, very nice. Well, this is a TI-30X Pro, unfortunately. You can't find this one in the US. And really, the TI-36X Pro is the one that you can find here in the US. I know I have one somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's this one. This is the one that they sell here in America. Very similar to the 30X Pro. You would think the 36 is more powerful. And it also has that cover, right? And you just turn it on. It's a very nice calculator. It has many things, but the distribution is different in terms of the statistics distribution button. One of the things that all these calculators lack is a strong statistics. Now this one has an inverse function, which I thought that was neat. And it does have normal distribution, like giving you the normal distribution. This one also will give you the normal distribution and the inverse function. But things like t-tests, any other type of test, you won't see it on these calculators, nor will you see things like calculating the outliers or giving you the mode. I'm not sure why these calculators or even advanced calculators don't give you that. 5-number summary. Like this will give you the 5-number summary. It'd be interesting to know if this one does. It didn't look like it. But it can, maybe. I just didn't look at it very closely. But when I go to statistics, I'll have one variable statistics. Interesting. And I can do my math here. And then I can go back. One variable. Statistics calculations. Results. Oh, let's do the results. Ah, look at that. It gives you the, and I have not learned how to do this. X bar, x, sum of x squared. And I think, because this is a very tiny variance, population variance, population standard deviation, the sample variance, the sample standard deviation, n, min, Q1, median, Q3, nice, and max. I'm wondering if it's inclusion or exclusion in terms of doing the 5-number summary and the median. That's nice. A little bit tiny. Maybe that's where the font sizes come in. I don't know. Oh, it's on normal. So it's not even small. Okay. So this video is about this calculator, right? I don't know anything about it in terms of how to operate it. We'll probably have, hopefully, a some type of beginner's guide. This is part of the understanding of a beginner's guide to this particular calculator. Overall, people are liking it, but I think, what's the difference between these two in terms of power? Like, I'm guessing this one has more constants, and maybe even the solver is a little bit better. In terms of, oh, this is faster, it doesn't matter. Even if it's a few seconds, it's not going to make a big difference. Even on exams, right? If you know what you're doing, it's going to give you the calculations that you need. Yeah, I don't like the round buttons. I like the square buttons. But it's a nice little calculator, and I can't wait to use it, especially when we do calculations like doing factorials and such, and finding roots and so forth. Hopefully you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. There's a lot more videos here to help you do your math with your calculator, and other things that might help you in your math class. I hope you have a great semester. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.